At the beginning of this school year, Father Fitzgerald addressed the faculty with the 5 most important days of the year. Today is one of those days. Today, all the resources that we have as a school are directed at one thing, and that's service. Now, why do we do this? Why do we put so much effort into this one thing? Well, there's 3 reasons that aren't why we do it. The first is that we don't do it to be thanked. Now, this can be hard to get over. I remember when I was in 11th grade here, I was in Mr. Clark's homeroom, and we went out to our first house to deliver the baskets. And from the moment we stepped foot on the doorstep to the moment we left the house, they could not have been more grateful. It was, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to us. You're making our Thanksgiving. This would be impossible without you. And that was great. But then we went to the next house, and it was exactly the opposite. They were rude, went in like, oh, yeah, put the basket by the door. Yeah, this is great. What, you didn't bring yams? Okay. And it left me feeling really disillusioned with the whole thing. And I was asking myself, why? What's the point of this? Why are we doing this? These people don't even appreciate it. And I think many of you will have the same experience today. But for me, I had to remember that we're not there to be thanked. The point is not that we're recognized for what we do. The point is that we do it. The second reason that isn't why we do this today is that we don't do it to appreciate what we have. That's a little too easy, and it takes all the humility out of it. Today's not about us and what we have. It's about those we serve and how we can serve them. The third reason that we don't do it is we don't even do it because it's the right thing. We do it because we need to. We need to do it, become who we are, to become men for others. When I think back on my own time as a student in the Thanksgiving drives that I participated in, I ask myself why it was so meaningful. And I think it's because today is a day when we become much more than a high school. You become much more than high school students. And this is for everyone. Whether you single-handedly took care of all the families for your homeroom or you just threw a couple dollars in the collection, everybody's a part of it. And we do lots around here. All the academics, athletics, co-curriculars, they're all reflections of who we are. But today we really get to the heart of it. Today we become who we really are. We need to humble ourselves and to be challenged. We need to come face to face with the hardship and the need of others. Now, I said earlier that we don't do it to appreciate what we have. Because if that's all we take out of this, then we haven't really removed ourselves completely from the picture. And it's only by removing ourselves completely from the picture that we can give freely of ourselves and see Christ in our lives. Now, today we don't look to be thanked or to appreciate what we have. We see today not as a mirror in which we see our own lives reflected, but as a window through which we see Christ in our lives and in the lives of others. And it's only by looking through this window, by going beyond ourselves, beyond self-focus, that we can see Christ in our lives. We need to see Christ by looking through that window because that's who we are. I said before, we're not here to be thanked. In fact, it's we who are grateful. We're grateful that we've been given the privilege of doing this service. We're grateful that we can help those in need and that we can be present with them. We're grateful that we have the opportunity to meet Christ through them. Now, Senior Colin Stansberry said all of this quite nicely in his essay that he wrote about his service trip to Nicaragua this summer, so I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. He says, "What we did in Nicaragua was not easy. However, nor did it call for superhuman strength, a heart of gold, or a lion's courage. The only thing that we needed was the realization that we had the means to help human beings who were incapable of providing for themselves. Our capacity to help the people of Nicaragua did not elevate us to a level above theirs. Rather, it humbled us and opened our eyes to what it means to be a human being. We only gave the people of Rio Blanco water. They gave us a sense of accomplishment, and most importantly, they gave us a crash course in how to love. How to completely take ourselves out of the equation and focus on what's best for our neighbor. The people of Rio Blanco gave us an opportunity to see God face to face. And that's exactly the opportunity that we have today, to see Christ face to face in those we serve. So today we go forth with humility and we go forth with gratitude for this opportunity to do God's will. Now, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Tomorrow we give thanks to God for all that He's given to us. Today we give thanks to God for all that we can give to others.